Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I haven't uploaded in so long, so thank you to everyone that subscribed to me when I haven't been uploading anything. But I'm really excited to jump back in, give you loads of tips, give loads of tricks. I've been working on my Instagram, but more and more people are like, give me some more information. I want to see you on YouTube. I want to see you talk. Bleh. I want to see you talk through everything. So that is what today is for. We're going to kickstart our YouTube channel. I say our because obviously there's no me without you guys. Our YouTube channel today. So I'm going to be doing a get ready with me to show you how to create this look. It's super simple, super easy. There's nothing like really difficult about it, and the reason I'm keeping it like that is because I feel like mostly my followers aren't like makeup savvy people, or have like really high makeup skills. Some of you may, some of you might not, but most of you do not. And a lot of people ask me like, how do I get my makeup like you? How do I just get the foundation I have that is exactly the same to sit like yours does? So I'll be kind of like showing you those kind of tips and tricks. Obviously in this video it's a quick get ready with me, so it's just literally the products I put on, how I put them on, talking about them a teeny tiny bit. But hopefully you take away a little bit. Don't forget to comment below any suggestions that you have, or if you feel like you want me to talk about anything a little bit more. Obviously I'll talk about a little bit of personal stuff as well, but obviously not too much because I do like to keep my life a little bit personal. But obviously I don't mind opening up to you guys on certain topics that I feel may help you guys as well. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I have already prepped my face. I have an eye cream on. I use Henriksen Banana Bright eye cream, and I also have put a moisturiser on. I've got a little bit more moisturiser because I like to moisturise twice. So this is actually a mini. It comes in a bigger pot, but I've run out at the moment, so I'm like living off this mini right now. So this is Sea Rush by Henriksen. So it's like a gel based moisturiser. It's really kind of light in texture. It's got no oil in it whatsoever, but it gives you 24-hour hydration all day. I get a really oily nose, so I have a combination skin, and I like to just put it all over my face, and then I give it a couple of minutes just to sink in. For me, I think this moisturiser makes my skin feel really soft. It's got vitamin C in there, so for me it's a product that works really well. Now a lot of the time I see on Instagram people are talking about moisturisers and all this kind of stuff and foundations, and obviously people take that for like face value in terms of, oh, I've seen X, Y, and Z use this foundation, it's going to be really good for me. Wrong. That's not always the case because every person's skin type is different, not to mention your preferences, and then not to mention on that sometimes the camera can make it look different. So please obviously if you've got combination skin, you don't want too much oil on the skin, you get a little bit of an oily T-zone, but you also get like dry areas, then feel free to use this moisturizer, but if not, it may not be the right one for you. Okay, next up, I'm going to go in with this hyaluronic acid primer. So this is from Colourpop. Today I'm doing like a really light look, nothing too full coverage. So I just want loads of hydration on my skin. I want it to look really dewy. For you guys that have come across from Instagram and already follow me, you will know that I do not use anything too matte on my skin. I like it to have nice shine, and that's not going to be any different today. Alright, so the product I'm going to be using is Tinted Moisturiser, again by Colourpop Cosmetics. Colourpop Cosmetics. So I'll just put a couple pumps in the back of my hand. It does look a little bit dark, but we will see. I do like to wear my foundation a tad darker, but obviously we're going to put some highlight on and a little bit of concealer as well, so it's not a problem. So I'm just going to pop this on. It does look a bit dark, but I kind of like it. Tinted moisturiser, you can kind of get away with it being a little bit darker because it only gives like a hue of colour to the skin rather than like a proper, you know, base. To be fair, it looks like it matches my neck more than my face does. So as I said, like I have not been around much on YouTube for the last kind of year. I got a new job, so I was kind of focusing on that, and I find it really hard to edit YouTube videos as quickly as I edit Instagram videos, so it kind of just makes sense that obviously I focused on that because obviously I was lacking in time. But I'm now going to try and make as much time to put these videos up as possible whilst working on a couple of other projects because I know that quite a lot of people are asking me, do I do one-to-ones, do I do lessons? So I'm hearing you and I am working on something. So in the space of a year, so much has happened to me, and I don't really speak a lot on my Instagram. Like I put posts up like every now and then, but nothing too like personal, because I do like to keep my private life a little bit personal. But at the same time, something really massive happened in my life, and I lost my mum this year in June. So just a tiny bit more. So I feel like it's like really helped me to get things into perspective. And it's really weird, like when you go through the loss of like someone so like significant in your life, like your mum, you really just kind of take a step back and you just think to yourself, like, what is your purpose in life? Because me being an only child, like I've only ever been my mum's main purpose. Like my dad obviously is in my life, like he's absolutely incredible, like he rings me near on every day now because he's like, I have to make sure that you're okay. But I think that my mum like literally lived, breathed, ate, slept for me, like literally completely. So I think like when you're that significant in someone else's life, I think it kind of makes you feel like, okay, you need to figure out your purpose as well as what your purpose in life is going to be, if that makes sense as well. So I've been taking some time out, figuring myself out, figuring out like what I want to do. And then kind of really going from there, I guess. So I'm doing okay. It's not that, well, it's bad, but I feel like you have your good days and your bad days. Some days that you just kind of a bit like, oh, this is not that bad, and then some days like it kind of hits you again. But obviously this is what's going to happen. Like at the end of the day, I think that a lot of people have been through it, and sometimes I feel myself getting a bit sad, and I just think like, you know what, like suck the fuck up, because there's always someone that's way worse off than you are, and they've probably lost all their family in one day. You just don't know, like there's always someone that's worse off. So I try not to get in my feelings too much, but my family's been amazing, and I think having my Instagram accounts kept me going because it's helped me to take my mind off it, like creating loads of content, like always thinking like, what am I going to do next? So that's helped me loads. So I mean, obviously I'm not going to go into it too much and like bore you too much, but obviously if you do want me to do a video on how I have kind of like coped with the whole thing, because obviously I know that from putting like a post up on Instagram, there's been so many people that have been like, oh my gosh, I lost my mum, like I lost this person, I lost that person. And like to me, like even though you know that loads of people are going through it, it still feels like you're really isolated and like no one else is going through the same thing as you, or no one quite understands. So if you do want me to do a video on it, comment below. Or if you want me to just give you like the tips that I did, I mean they're not really tips, but you know, anything to help anyone, let me know, just comment below. So I have just put on the Juvia's Place foundation stick in Belize. So I've just put that underneath my eye, a little bit down the side of my nose, on my chin, and that is just a little bit of like a concealer, but also a bit of a highlight as well, just because it is a little bit dark. I'm just popping that all over. Make sure it's blended through. Perfect. Okay, that is basically my base done. I'm going to pop a little bit of bronzer. Oh, put a little bit of bronzer on. This is Caramel Cutie by Fenty Beauty. I use this every single day. I probably use this in every video as well. Like, you know when you get a bronzer that is literally just the right shade for you? This is exactly what this is. I always contour the hell out of my forehead as well because it's so big. Just to put some colour back in my face, always down the edges of my nose. I don't really contour my nose, but I feel like if I don't put any like bronzer like at the side, sometimes my face can look quite flat, and it's quite kind of flat anyway. Okay, so recently, if you've been watching my Instagram, I have done brow lamination on my brows. So I actually don't put anything on my brows at the moment. I literally just use a clear brow set. This particular one is by Suku, but just be careful how much you're putting in your brows, just because sometimes some formulas go a bit flaky. So I am just brushing them up. So brow lamination literally just perms all your lashes in one direction, so it makes it really easy for you to groom them into place. So you might have seen some before and afters on my Instagram page, because I do this on the side as well. So we push them all up, make sure they're all nice and flat, and then we kind of just put them into a shape. It's grown out a little bit now, so it kind of, a few of them kind of are going back to the direction they just want to go to. They last for about 6 to 8 weeks, so you don't have very long, but I mean from that to that, that's quite cute. And I'm really loving my brows. I grew them out. I can't believe when I look back at some of my Instagram posts from literally like a few months ago, my brows looked horrendous. Horrendous. So sometimes I do this before I do my foundation, especially if I'm doing like a really full coverage foundation look, because obviously it will leave behind like the little marks. And plus I hate it when like your foundation goes in the tube and it looks all dirty. And if you want to darken them up a bit, you can put a coloured brow gel over the top as well. So I have got here, this is a Revitalash one. It's just in dark brown. So before I wasn't actually putting a coloured one on top. I was just using a clear one, but it's starting to, my brow hairs are going back to normal now. So they're not all sitting in the same place that they were. So I've got to give it a little help, you know. Fabulous. Okay, brows are done. Then I am just going to go in with a little bit of mascara. This is the Too Faced mascara, Better Than Sex. I only have a mini of this. I got a mini at a Boots event that I went to. And I'm not really like that much of like a, you know, people like live for some things. Like mascara is not something that I live for, so I just pick up whatever I've got and I put it on a day-to-day basis. I'm not sure how I feel about this though, because the wand is quite big and I don't feel it does anything for my lashes that much. Like I feel like it will put them up, but as soon as I get outside they just like drop straight back down. So but anyway, all the time this happens. A tip for this though, let it dry and then it kind of just flakes off, but it's just annoying. So I put a couple of layers of this on. So a lot of people say, why do I not bake? Does my concealer crease? It probably does crease. It's creasing now. But I feel like sometimes if you bake for unnecessary reasons, i.e. like you're not going out or anything like that, it can just make you look really old under the eyes. So I kind of like to let it crease and then kind of start to like just pat it away, because then it kind of minimises how much product's underneath the eye and just makes it look a bit more natural. Now obviously if you've got a naturally dark under eye, then you probably can't do that and you'll need to bake. But I feel like there is definitely some powders out there that don't make you look so old, but I think you have to really invest in an under eye powder if you don't want it to do that. Otherwise it can just make it look really crepey underneath the eye and it highlights all your wrinkles and stuff. Even if you're not old, it will round your eyes, you will have wrinkles. You have to have wrinkles to make your eyes close. So a lot of the time that's what tends to happen. But yeah, definitely if you do like to bake underneath the eyes, nothing wrong with it. If you like it, that's your thing, go for it. I would just say invest in a good powder. Okay, so last but not least, literally I have all my stuff like sitting on a chair here, the butter gloss. So this gloss, everybody is always asking me, what is on your lips? Do you know what, it's really weird, because the day that I actually put it in the caption, everybody is like, what is it, what is it, what is it, what is it? And I'm like, it's in the caption. The day it's not in the caption, no one asks. So I try and remember to put it in the caption, to be fair, I forget. Or whatever's in that video, I kind of focus on that. But obviously, butter gloss from NYX, really cheap, I think they're like a £5. This colour is in Madeline, but it's like the perfect nude for me. So put this on to finish. There's only like 2 lip glosses that I'm obsessed with. This is one of them, and then the Fenty Gloss Bomb is the other one. I do like all of the shades, but I do like the original Fenty Glow. So if I'm ever wearing a gloss, it's either going to be this or that, just saying. So that brings me to the end. I could put a bit of highlighter on, but I don't have it to hand. but I'm quite liking the glow that I have today, so I think this is going to be okay. I'm just going to work, so you know. So if you like this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, put a comment below, anything you want to hear if I didn't go into detail on enough things. Obviously I'm going to be doing a couple different series, so I'm thinking to do like a 101 series, so 101 skincare, 101 foundation, 101 eyes, and then like basically really kind of trying to give you as much information as possible. Also, if you comment below how long you like the videos for, because obviously I'm looking at my camera and this is coming up to probably about 16 minutes. Obviously I'm going to try and edit it a little bit, but if you like a smaller video, let me know. If you want them longer, let me know. If you like them shorter, it will make me very much happy, but obviously if you want it a bit longer, let me know as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you have a great day. Mwah.